Arizona, a prosperous state that boasts thriving communities, carved from an unyielding desert. It is the home to cutting-edge technology centers, vast farming tracts, and a vibrant tourism industry. The Colorado River water supply that has fueled this economic development and enhanced the quality of life in the central and southern parts of the state can be traced back 50 years to the efforts of Arizona community leaders who worked together to ensure Arizona's water future. In 1968, President Lyndon Johnson signed the Colorado River Basin Project Act, ending decades of disagreement over water rights between western states. It also set in motion a modern engineering marvel, the construction of a 336-mile network of waterways that deliver water to Maricopa, Pima, and Pinal counties in central and southern Arizona.
The signing of the Colorado River Basin Project Act was the result of tenacious Arizonans. They had a steadfast vision that water security and stability were critical to ensuring Arizona's future. The result is what we know today as the Central Arizona Project.
Shaped by the spirit of collaboration that made it a reality, Central Arizona Project continues to support our valued municipal, agricultural, industrial, and tribal stakeholders.
Well, if it wasn't for our stakeholders, CAP wouldn't be here in the first place. That was the whole initiative behind the Basin Project Act to get CAP put into place. If you listen to our stakeholders today, every single one of them will tell you that the CAP water that they have is one of the most important resources that they have in their portfolio. That's an awesome responsibility for us to live up to maintain that for them. And that's what drives us every day in our work.
Agriculture has long been the backbone of Arizona's economy. Farmers in the counties we serve formerly had to rely on a rapidly shrinking supply of groundwater. By bringing Colorado River water to the area, CAP provided a renewable supply of Colorado River water as an alternative to groundwater.
Thanks to the CAP water, we've been able to implement efficiencies in our irrigation methods that have been very helpful to us. Those efficiencies have helped us produce good yields and keep the cost of our water down. By using less water and maintaining higher yields, it's allowed us to keep the profitability up on our farm. The water that comes in via the CAP has made the desert a productive area, and this is a great place to be a farmer.
And so we're looking at reinvigorating our agricultural sector. We're looking at economic development opportunities for that. We're looking at supporting a new generation of farmers and agriculturalists as well. CAP is an important function of our water settlement. It brings us our water. That's the lifeblood of our community. It's important to our farmers. It's important to our land. It's important to the long-term sustainability, survival of our people.
Having a reliable water source has helped to expand the central and southern Arizona tax base, creating economic development and quality of life opportunities. It's a key factor that is part of the water portfolio that allows local municipalities to be competitive in attracting big industries.
So when those businesses come, they do ask that question. It's like, well, how do you deal with your water problems? How do you get water into the desert? So we've been able to get some actually major employers, such as Intel, Rogers Corporation, to come to Chandler, and because they've seen that we had that water available to them. So having a good water supply is key for them to grow.
They may not understand the difference between water sources, but they just want to know that if they're going to move, hundreds of jobs to the city and invest tens of millions of dollars, that they have the water to supply what they need to do as part of their manufacturing or part of their business. So for a business leader, it's important that we make sure that they understand that and that that water source is strong and ongoing. So it's incredibly important to us.
I like to talk about the 5 keys of Tucson: technology, trade, transportation, tourism, and teaching. Each of those core businesses need an assured and adequate water supply in order to thrive. The Central Arizona Project Water has made Tucson a sustainable city.
Our region is actively promoting and supporting tourism due to the multi-millions of dollars that industry brings, as well as the folks it brings into our community every single day.
Much like the Colorado River water that travels via CAP waterways to its destination, Arizona's water future is fluid. Growth, extended drought periods, and other external forces will create challenges for Arizona's most precious resource. Arizona water leaders have worked together in this arid region to store water underground for future use, reclaim and reuse supplies, and plan for the future by instituting drought plans.
We have managed aquifer recharge sites that we're storing water, and we're also looking at ways where we can accrue water credits as well. So that all goes back to, just how important CAP is to our community. This goes back to our value system, our stewardship over the land, that we maximize our natural resources, that we respect the land, and that we don't waste, especially a critical resource, water.
We've been able to create some very proactive ordinances about water conservation that the community has created together in order for us to be able to extend the life of our groundwater. We couldn't have done that without the CAP delivery.
Without water, there is no economy. And so it is so important that we have the Central Arizona Project, that water is there, that it be delivered consistently, and that it be well planned for going forward in the future.
As we turn an optimistic eye toward the next 50 years, it's crucial that we remain rooted in our storied history of working together for a common goal. Equally important to the water we deliver is CAP's commitment to collaboration, public engagement, and transparency.
Well, in everything that we do, collaboration and transparency, communicating thoroughly with our customers is a very important thing to do. We share this scarce resource, and as it becomes more scarce, the problems that we deal with become more complex, and therefore it will be even more important for us to maintain this commitment to collaborative and transparent communication.
Make sure that the water supply that we have now not only serves our residents today, but serves their children and grandchildren. And I think that's important, and that's the onus is on us to do that.
We do need to rely on each other and work together for a common solution that is going to benefit everyone involved.
There are a lot of pressing issues with water facing our state, and it's very important. It can't be that just one industry or one entity is the one that solves the water issue.
We're all linked, we're all connected by water. And it's important that we respect everyone's role in that.
In closing, we're here to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Colorado River Basin Project Act in 1968. All of the efforts that it took to get that into place, all the things that have happened since then and how exciting that is, and we're just really celebrating. But we need to stop and think that we're also on the doorstep of the next 50 years, and what happens during that period of time is our responsibility. It's exciting, but it's also a little bit daunting that we would like the folks 50 years from now to look back and say, those people did great things too. Our work is really cut out for us, and I think we just need to get to it.